Welcome to Seize the Mains by Raj Malhotra's IAS Academy. I'm Surbhi Sardana and this is season 3 of our daily answer writing initiative. As you know, we have moved this initiative to our website. आप में से बहुत सारे लोग, many people amongst you are sharing answers with us on daily basis. This initiative goes on from Monday to Friday. But due to some technical issues, premieres could not happen for Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. But website पे जो questions थे, they were regularly being uploaded. So today we are discussing the question जो topic हमने Friday discuss किया था, Friday 2:30 PM current affairs class में. So that question, that answer discussion is being taken today. Many of you have already shared your answers on our website. And if you're somebody who has not shared the answer, this is the right time. Go to our website. The link is there in the description for this question. Answer the question and the subsequent questions that we have been posting and get evaluated those answers by our experts entirely free of cost. That is how you improve, that is how you get better by practicing every day. So let me give you a brief outline. See, this is rajiasacademy.com. This is our website. On this website, if you go to this mains answer writing section, this panel, and you click on it, what you will see is that a list of questions will appear. अगर आप इनमें से एक पर भी क्लिक करते हैं, if you click on the question that you want to answer, it will take you to the comment section. If you keep scrolling, it will take you to the comment section. Also, just sample answer that will be discussed today, that will be displayed with the question itself under the question. So you can click pictures of the answers that you are writing at your home or libraries and post the pictures here. And here in the reply section, we'll give the feedback. Also, you can evaluate answers written by other people and help them also in their preparation. So that's how we all grow together. So the question for day 8 was about human trafficking. If you remember the Friday 2:30 PM current affairs lecture, we discussed a topic about human trafficking. So comment on the human trafficking situation in India, that's the first part. The directive here is comment. What are the measures available to tackle this problem? So basically this question has two parts to it. 15 marks में आपने इसका आंसर देना है. You have to answer this in 15 marks for 250 words. When you have to comment on the human trafficking situation in India, first thing in comment questions, what you have to do is you have to write your viewpoint. But this is not just a comment question. There are two parts to it, and mostly what happens is जो second part of question होता है उसकी ज़्यादा weightage होती है. So give this first part like 1/3 weightage of your answer, and the second part should contain 2/3 weightage. Mostly 50-50 weightage नहीं होती questions में, it's just 1/3 and 2/3. So first of all, in our introduction itself, we'll write about what is the human trafficking situation in India, then we'll write about what are the measures. So in the introduction, you have to talk about whatever knowledge you have with regards to human trafficking. अब whatever measures are available, जो भी measures available है इंडिया में, जो भी legal procedures है, they will be discussed in the subsequent section. तो जो भी international conventions या international rules के बारे में आपको पता है, make sure that you write about them in the introduction. So here we have included the Palermo Protocol, which is a kind of convention or a set of rules on how to handle human trafficking, कि किसी भी nation को human trafficking कैसे handle करना है. Then we have target 16.3 of sustainable development goals. See, you don't have to remember all the sustainable development goals, but ऐसे questions जब society or especially when there are some topics in news which are very important from our examination point of view. So if you can find a sustainable development goal relatable to such issues, then there is nothing better than that. So sustainable development goal 16.3 is about promoting the rule of law at the national and international levels and ensuring equal access to justice for all the people. Also talking about India in this paragraph, you can say that in India you can give some data points कि India में second largest organized crime है after drugs and weapons, and also according to a report by National Human Rights Commission of India, around 40,000 children are abducted each year, leaving 11,000 untraced. आप और भी data points डाल सकते हैं because this is a comment answer. But don't include too much data. People in sample answers, they have included like 4 to 5 data points. That is not important. Just include the data which is very much relevant. Don't talk about abduction of children in all the 5 data points. Talk about women, talk about transgenders, talk about sexual exploitation, people being abducted for that. matter. So this will be your comment answer. Add more data points or whatever knowledge you have with regards to human trafficking situation in India. This will be there with the introduction, or it is your choice that you can ascribe a separate paragraph to it in this comment part. Now talking about the measures. In our previous lecture, you will find the link in the description to our Friday discussion of human trafficking. Also measures were available there that कौन से ऐसे provisions India में available है to fight human trafficking, but here we have found some article from Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. So they have listed down measures what are available in India. Human trafficking fight करने के लिए कौन से measures India में available हैं, they have listed down those. So first of all, the most important thing that you should remember it that in our constitution, Article 23A, if you have read polity, so Article 23 Part 1 deals with anti-human trafficking, that trafficking in human beings or persons is prohibited under the constitution under this particular article. Also there is this act, इसकी जगह अब नया एक्ट लाने की कोशिश की जा रही है, the Immoral Traffic Prevention Act of 1956. It deals in detail about the human trafficking and how to handle the situation. It is the premier legislation for commercial sexual for prevention of trafficking for commercial sexual exploitation. Also then there is this Criminal Law Act of 2013. इसमें articles 370 and 370A of IPC, they have provisions with regards to human trafficking. For children, we have the POCSO Act. It prevents abduction of children for sexual exploitation. And apart from that, we have this Bonded Labor System Abolition Act, Child Marriage Act, Transplantation of Human Organs Act. So ये सारे acts हैं, जितने आपको याद रहते हैं वो अच्छी बात है, जो आपको नहीं याद रह रहे जस्ट गिव अप ऑन दैट. जस्ट रिमेंबर जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजन है आर्टिकल 23 पार्ट 1, दैट पार्ट यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन एंड यू हैव टू स्ट्रेस ऑन द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ इट. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजंस के साथ या कोई भी एक पर्टिकुलर एक्ट किसी सोशल मेनेस को फाइट करने के लिए बना है, वो आप मिस आउट नहीं कर सकते. अगर आपको IPC का कोई पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन याद नहीं है, नो प्रॉब्लम विद दैट, but don't miss out on the important part. Also the state governments have enacted their own specific legislation. So आप एक खुद का point भी लिख सकते हैं that state governments like Punjab, Telangana or states like that have their own specific legislations to fight this menace. Also this anti-trafficking cell has been set up by Ministry of Home Affairs, and recently human trafficking was in news because on 30th July we are celebrating the Anti-Human Trafficking Day. Also NCW, National Commission for Women, which protects the rights of women and children, that has set up its own anti-trafficking cell. It is also nudging all state commissions for women to set up their anti-trafficking cell so that more coordination can take place and human trafficking can be stopped at source. So this was it, and then there is this SCs and STs Prevention of Atrocities Act of 1989. See, ये जो communities होती हैं, it has been found that in most parts of India, these are the most deprived communities, and जो deprived होते हैं वो vulnerable होते हैं. Deprived people are vulnerable people, so they fall in traps of abduction, of being cheated. उनको बोल दिया जाता that you'll be sent abroad for some jobs or for some education and you'll get a job worth thousands of dollars, or this sent to the Middle East countries for that matter. So these people are very vulnerable. To protect them from being exploited by such people, this act is there in place, जो कि specifically इन लोगों के rights के लिए deal करता है. It prevents human trafficking with these particular communities. Also then we have the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act of 2000. It protects minors and children, कि इनका जो trafficking and sexual exploitation or exploitation for earning money, that cannot take place. Then the most important one, the legislation which is being tried by subsequent governments to be brought into function is this Trafficking of Persons Prevention, Protection and Rehabilitation Bill of 2021. हम इसको briefly discuss करेंगे. If you want the detailed discussion, the link is there in the description. The Friday 2:30 PM current affairs class of social issues. So first of all, if abduction of one child takes place, then 7 years punishment is there. If more than one child takes place, then 10 years or life imprisonment provisions are there. Also it protects the rights of men, women, transgenders, children, all kind of individuals from human trafficking. Earlier men were not included or certain sections of society were not included. Also earlier acts जो पिछली हमारी legislations थी, they dealt with only transportation. अगर एक इंसान को किसी एक पर्टिकुलर प्लेस से दूसरे प्लेस ले जाया जा रहा है abduct करके, only then it will amount to trafficking. But now even if those people are kept in the same town, same place itself, still these people can be booked under anti-trafficking law, this particular act, this particular bill when it comes into force. Also whatever money is being generated abduction से, human trafficking से जो भी पैसे generate किए जा रहे हैं, जो भी property बनाई जा रही है, that can be forfeited directly. So anti money laundering bill जो है, anti money laundering legislation जो है इंडिया में, उसके साथ parallel है, उसके साथ sync कर दिया गया है. So for the details you can refer to the link in the description. Now talking about the conclusion, we have discussed the comment part, we have discussed the measures part. In the conclusion, what will you give? Either give a way forward that these can be the solutions, or talk about the human trafficking situation in India and how has it improved. Never write a depressing conclusion. You can give a reality check to the examiner in the introduction itself, but depressing conclusions kabhi mat likhiye. That does not end your answer on a good note. So what you can do is just first of all, this report is there by US Department of State's की trafficking in persons report आती है from time to time, and India has consistently featured in tier 2 of this report. This report was also discussed in our Friday lecture. So tier 2 states वो होती हैं जिनमें human trafficking को अभी eradicate तो नहीं किया गया, but the government is taking certain measures. So you can talk about this. Again, this is a little bit of depressing reality, but then you can talk about a way forward. What is the way forward? First of all, prevention at source. Abduction होने ही मत दीजिए. Human trafficking को अपने source पर ही रोक दीजिए, so that people don't have to be found out or located at later stages, because that becomes very tough. Secondly, synergy between state governments, between central governments, between all the authorities that are working for anti-human trafficking. That synergy has to be there, that sync has to be there between all the authorities, so that information or intelligence exchange can be better. The third one is include the local government, include the panchayats, so that they can keep a tap on such activities, include the youth, because young people are very much motivated to fight against such activities. So include them, include the civil society. NGOs play a very important role in fighting menaces like human trafficking. And lastly, what you can say is that we also need to focus on the rehabilitation part. जो लोग human trafficking से निकल के आए हैं, who were abducted earlier but they could run or they could approach the right people to find out a way, they should be rehabilitated properly. Not everybody wants to get into stitching and sewing. So rehabilitation measures need to take place, and a public-private partnership model. प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री को इन्वॉल्व कीजिए, इन लोगों को एडिक्वेट स्किल्स प्रोवाइड कीजिए, सो दैट दे कैन लैंड अप इन गुड जॉब्स एंड दे कैन लीड अ नॉर्मल लाइफ लेटर, irrespective of whatever past they have had of abduction, of trafficking, of exploitation. So that is your way forward. The entire answer is there on our website. You can write your own also. The link is there, it is there available in the description below. So go to our website, write your own answer, and write the answer for tomorrow also. It is about internet shutdowns in India. This topic was discussed by Piyush sir on Monday 2:30 PM. If you haven't watched the lecture, go back to that video, watch it, and then answer the question on the website. I'll see you tomorrow with another discussion. Keep writing and stay tuned.